First of all, yeah, the bumper's not on there right now. I had I took the bumper off because I'm finishing up the welds on the bull bar right now, so I wanted to get that all fastened up before you came and looked at it, so it's nice and strong. I got some Mickey Thompson Baja MTZs on here. They're in pretty decent shape. They're getting to be old, so I think they're starting to chunk a little bit. But you can see the depth is pretty decent on the fronts. And the worn lockers, and you could excuse it's a little dirty. We Raptor lined the wheel wells, and then Raptor liner the exterior, obviously. Painted the trim black here, painted the trim black here, painted the mirrors black. All new window rubbers here, butyl tape around the wing windows, the runners here all new, new black door handles. We got the couple little scuffs on the paint on the exterior that were kind of touched up, but it's a four-wheel drive truck, not a show truck, is what I always tell people. The rear, I just rotated them off the front just this week. They're a little bit less tread here. All right, we got new discs in the back. Those are kind of a star-shaped lug, and the socket for those is inside the glove box. There's a gas cap. There's exhaust on this side, a hanger, and the rear. There's the bumper. This is stock bumper. One of the things that I wanted to eventually get to, but it's just running out of time doing things on it. So you got the 3-inch body lift here, and that's why the bumper sits so low. I was going to build brackets or flip these brackets upside down, see if I could do that to get the bumper to sit higher, but never got around to it. It's just a stock bumper. And then the rear tire is matching. It's all brand new. Big old thick treads on this sucker. This bumper is a little munched. When I first got it, this quarter panel was squished a little bit. So part of the body work I did, I pulled this out and ended up bondoing, body lines, make it nice and smooth. But that was the only body damage on the entire truck. There's the other rear. You see how nice the Raptor liner looks up underneath there? Again, it's dirty. You got the doors. They're aligned pretty darn well. This antenna not hooked up to anything. So, but yeah, I'll definitely get you some photos of the bumper. I plan to have it done tomorrow, so I'll get you photos of that. The headlights are new. I painted those, just painted them flat black, painted the grille flat black, so it's just the stock. But the headlights are all new, all the wiring's new for them. And we'll continue into the engine compartment next. Okay, levers right here. It's actually a new latch, because when I got it, it had the wrong latch on it. Hinges work. The hood I got off of another truck, but I cleaned it up and it looks pretty good. Right over here is I got rid of the fusible links, and I'm running fuses. So that's what that fuse box is. That's like all the power going into the cab. We're running on a breaker so we can kill the power right here. There's starter solenoid. These relays here are for future accessories. So if you want to run the wire to the switch, goes in here, then the power out to the component, whether it be lights or winch or whatever you want to run, runs out of here. So wired in here, out here. That's the fuse for the amplifier. Run on 4 gauge all the way to the back, and then it's also grounded back there with 4 gauge. All of this I did with 2 gauge. I custom made all this, and then all the way down to the block it's grounded. And then also we got 2 gauge going to the starter right here as well. This is the isolator for the batteries. So there's a switch under the dash, so you can have it running on the one battery, or you can flip it and run it on both batteries, or you can flip it and run it on the other battery. So the way that it was designed is so that all the accessories and everything could run off of a separate battery. 250 amp alternator, did all that wiring. There's a 61 millimeter BBK. This is a temperature sensor now for the air intake, for the ECU, the aftermarket ECU, the Mega Squirt. This is where the EGR valve used to be. So down there, you can see there the BBK headers. We got those jegs wires, and there's an airplane flying over. So the plenum, painted it black. Nothing too fancy there, just a stock plenum. We're running, it's a stock distributor. I've got a BBK fuel pressure gauge right there, and then the fuel pressure regulator back there. All of the hoses in here were the vacuum hoses were rerun with silicone, so they're good and strong. All of the coolant hoses, the heater hoses, this vacuum line, they're all the blue Goodyear, and they're Continental. They're all brand new, even though this is all grimy and dirty. Down here, this is where I got those new high and low pressure lines on the steering box from the power steering pump. Another thing noteworthy, I guess, down here is where the smog pump was, and it's got a delete pulley in there. So this does run on a different band, or a different serpentine belt. So I have the size for reference, for future reference. Windshield washer, new pump in there. Put new hose all the way up. New windshield wiper motor. New brake booster. Master cylinder. This is a relay box for the starter, and the fuel pumps run out of this box, but room for expansion if you want to put more relays in there. Stock wiring, there's the computers down in there. Try to make it look as clean as possible. Let's see, oh yeah, down in here you see the headlights and turn signals and all that. Those are all brand new components, or new wires that I put together too. All right, we'll move on to the interior. So, like I said, I painted these door jambs. This is the original body color. I do have the VIN sticker to put here, the replacement sticker, made by the Marty Report people. But yeah, this is the original body color. Raptor liner tinted in dark shadow metallic blue, and then this is spray paint that I had mixed and sprayed the doors. They're all nice and clean. So the dash was that wood grain, and I just kind of hand sanded them down so that they're just aluminum now, nothing fancy. I have the knob for the lights, but I'm not sure where the little retainer clip went for it, but that's a pretty easy find. These are those Lloyd mats. They're custom fit, Ford blue and silver to match, and then the back mat is also the same. This is the only issue with the front seat. The piping's kind of showing through here, but they're really clean. Last minute thing, I'm gonna put this in up underneath the dash, because this one up underneath here is for the ECU only, and I labeled it for you. And then this is that switch for the isolator. Down green means both batteries, red means single, the alternate battery. So if your battery dies, you flip the switch and you can start your truck. So no jumper cables needed. But yeah, these are the USBs out of the radio that will go into this plug, and I had set my mind set on putting it up underneath here with this one, so it'll have your Apple CarPlay and your charging port in these two. Yeah, and so that's the Boss radio touchscreen. Here's the door panels, pretty clean. I recovered them in the same as the headliner material and painted this little trim black. They're all pretty complete. This is the old rubber. I mean, I got these switches off eBay, had to go through a lot of them to get good ones, but they all work. Speaker is a 6.5 right here. It's we got, gosh, I can't remember what I said. I think they're Rockford Fosgates. Got them off of Amazon, but yeah, it's all pretty clean. The wing windows, that's my fall AC right there. All new rubber on the inside, the scrapers. All the door rubbers are brand new. I got more of the fabric I can send with it to recover the sun visors, if it's something you want to do. I just never got around to it. There's your steering wheel. Has cruise control. It's not in there, nor is it hooked up. That's something I never got to, but I do have the cruise control components that I can box up. There's our push button 4-wheel drive. It's been finicky. That's another thing I'm trying to make sure is squared away, is the wiring on the push button 4-wheel drive before it goes. I'm gonna button that up so it's good to go. There's our headliner. This is the American flag, a waving American flag. They got stars up underneath here. And all these patches are mine, but they're just Velcro, so they go with me. Unless you got any special requests. Seat belts, no problems there. And our dash, you know, I told you we have like 2 little cracks. There's the microphone for the radio is up here in the dash, but it's definitely movable. It's got plenty of cable to put it anywhere you want it. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side. All right, this side, same story. It's fresh paint. The door panels, nice and clean. Yeah, it's missing that piece of rubber. But everything else is clean here. This is all brand new rubber. So this one takes a little extra slam because it's the newest installed one. That one is pretty good, but this one, just an extra push on the door to make sure it's shut. But oh, this is for the backup camera. That needs to get hidden. The floor mats, this seat, the levers here. Seat goes forward. I don't know that they're original or whatnot, but they are really clean. Back seat, I keep it covered with a blanket, but you know, I have dogs that I like to keep in here, but that thing is pristine, no rips, no tears. This vehicle's never been smoked in. It doesn't smell like smoke. It smells clean. These are those custom fit Lloyd mats. They could use a vacuum. It's a little dirty. It's the thing about a truck. The seatbelt, make sure that's out of the way. Pardon the junk in the back. This is, like I said, I drive this to work, so I got my go bag. And back here, these are I think they're like a 5x9 speaker, but those are also Rockford Fosgate components to match the front door speakers. They have an old school ashtray back here. Yeah, seat belts are in good shape. This center console is not actually bolted down yet. Never got around to figuring out a mount system for it, so it just kind of sits in place. So I really got it. I wanted it for the cup holders and the extra storage. It's got storage up here on top. And then you can flip it up. It's got storage down here as well. And then this cup holder flips around and goes inside right there. But yeah, this is, you know, it's kind of more of a convenience thing. But like I said, I will retain the old one, the blue one, and send it with, just in case you're a purist and you want to just go back to the original console. Let's see, glove box. That's on a different key. That's the only thing that's different. There's a little key that works for the glove box in the original console. And there's nothing fancy about the glove box, just kind of standard. All right. This is the interior of the shell. It's all brand new rubber in here, so it's kind of starting to, it's got a little white on it still, but it's because it's new and probably doesn't have enough armor all yet. It could probably soak it up. These back windows are technically tinted from the factory. They're kind of a very light tint. There's no other tint on the truck. I pulled the tint off with intention of redoing the tint. You see all this trim. It's probably the most rare find. One of the most rare finds on the Bronco is this trim. It goes for like about $600 on eBay, and I got it from another Bronco, and it was white. I painted it blue, so it all matches the interior. You can't even tell that it was white. And I got some nice screws. It's all bolted down, so everything's bolted down properly on the top with all the proper hardware. Rear view mirror. All right, I'm gonna go show you the tailgate. All right, this is the most rare part on the entire Bronco is the switch inside here. Nobody makes it. You can't buy it anywhere. I think I'd make $1 million if I could reproduce it. But it does roll down the back window. Back window rolls back up. And this is on the, it's a little slow when the truck's not running, but the motor's, you know, old. Tailgate opens. It's pretty standard. You have had a Bronco in the past, so you know. You open that, and then we have the tailgate lever in the back. I do have the gunmetal gray aluminum piece that goes back here, but I was trying to figure out something to do for the you know, for the red reflector that's supposed to go on the back of that, and I never was able to find anything, so I haven't put it back on. Tailgate, I kind of have my giant floor jack strapped down here, but the tailgate handle works. You got the little side compartment here. Pardon my stuff, I just have a bunch of stuff in the back right now. So you got the little side compartments here, and the Kenwood subwoofer. The seat folds forward. It's really clean. Yeah, this interior could probably use a little TLC, maybe a coat of paint, but that vinyl paint's actually really nice. But that's the back. All this rubber is brand new, so that's also kind of part of why the window goes up slow, is because the rubber's brand new too. And then the rubber underneath the shell is all brand new too, right here. So this one key opens the window. It's the same key for the door lock. And then it is the same key for the ignition. All right, we'll get it started. I will start her up. give it a little juice. All right, wifey's gonna jump in there and give it a little bit of gas. Yeah, it's idling right now at about 8.5. You know, it's running pretty dang good. Those 24-pound injectors really help. But yeah, that's the Flowmaster Super 40s that you're listening to. Running tail lights. They're all new. Just another quick walk around. All right, we're gonna take it for a little drive. Show you how it shifts and everything. I know you're from Texas, so you probably do listen to country music, so let's put on a little. I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but that little 12, it's pretty good. Right. Let's go. You want to focus in here?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
First to second, pretty smooth. Get off these curvy roads, I'll get in a little straightaway. We'll really try to punch it for you. I mean, it's not a race truck, so likes to cruise. It's just really nice. Like my wing windows. Love this truck. Oh yeah, we got our air fuel ratio over here. Stoimic is 14.7, so that's the ideal, and that's what I've been tuning for, is to try to hit 14.7. I'm gonna get you all these videos sent. Hopefully I see you on Friday. That'd be really cool. We can go cruise. All right.